All the cities that we burned down. Turns out I'm very hard to kill. After all the damage we've done. Turns out I'm very hard to kill.
So this was a jam fucking packed weekend. Like, there were shows on top of shows on top of shows, and it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yes, sir. Good Lord, it was a lot.
So let's start off with Hard to Kill. First off,
Okay.
earlier in the day, they revealed, like, somebody was there and they took a picture of the set, and I was like, this kind of feels away. And then when this show started, I was like, oh my God, this feels like back in the day TNA, back in the Wednesday pay-per-views TNA. That's how it felt. Like, looking at it, it felt like that.
100% NWA TNA, yes.
Yes. It just felt so good to be old school. It was like, oh my God, this is really, like, I really enjoyed the shit out of that.
Like I noticed it from the ramp way and whatever. Yeah.
Even the color scheme and everything about it, and the way that the things was done, it just looked so perfect. I was like, they brought it completely back to the old school. I was like, yeah, no, this is TNA. This is TNA.
Yes.
Like, and it started off with Steve Macklin versus Rich Swann. Rich Swann came out, and I lied to you not, he was dressed like Flash Funk.
I noticed that too.
That was so fucking weird. It was like, what the fuck? Like, but okay. But yeah, I mean, it was a thing, and Rich Swann won. So I mean, yeah, that was a thing.
No, Steve Macklin won.
You sure? Because I swore Rich Swann won.
I'm looking at the results. It says Steve Macklin won.
Oh, because I swore Swan. All right, but Steve Macklin won because I was like, I remember Swan like doing something afterwards, so I thought he won. But okay,
he probably beat his ass after the fact, but yeah.
And all of a sudden, AJ Francis came out and he did this diss record to fucking Joe Hendry, and I'm like, the fuck, why? Like, I don't know why. Like, I guess it happened on Twitter or something. I was very confused.
The only reason I could think of is because Joe Henry's whole music gimmick thing, and I guess like
yeah, but like it was a response. It was a response to something Joe Henry did. But like, that's the thing. I never seen it, and like nobody else can point to where the beef started. It was like, oh, he made a song about AJ Francis, and it was like, the fuck, like what, where?
Got you.
Like, I was so confused. Like, I was so baffled. But I guess it was a thing, and AJ Francis is now TNA now. Good for him.
I thought it just started that night. Like, I didn't know. Like, just like you, I didn't know like that started somewhere else. Okay.
Yeah, it was like beforehand. Like, I guess it was like AJ said something, because here's the thing. It was a diss track that was already out about Joe Hendry before the show started. So I was like, the fuck is it? Like, what the fuck is this about? And then when he got in a ring, he was talking shit about Joe Hendry. So I'm like, where's this coming from? Like, and the thing was, it must have been like just some internet thing that happened, because it wasn't on TNA previous. It just all of a sudden happened. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So then we had the System, Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards versus Frankie Kazarian. And when Frankie Kazarian came out, they didn't say who his partner was. So I immediately was like, are they going to do it? Are they going to do the thing that I want them to do that would be so TNA if they did it? They didn't, and they brought out Eric Young, which is like still a throwback, but I wanted a specific throwback. I wanted it to be Christopher Daniels. Like, I wanted that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Only thing, like, I think he currently works in AEW right now.
But I would have just loved for the like AEW to be like, all right, here, look, you can have him for a day. But
Yeah, because they weren't gonna win.
yeah, but like I
Side
forgot
note,
all
did
the.
you know they were called the System?
Yes, I did. I did.
I didn't know that. Okay.
And the funny part about it is, um, Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian were from a group. Like you
I
don't
forget the
remember?
name of the group.
I forgot the name of the group, but they were a group before, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that does like that does hit, but I still wish that we could have got Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, but it's okay. But
I only remember obscure group with Frankie Kazarian, the Raven group. Him, uh, what was it? Matt
when he was
Bentley, and one
Kaz,
other character I can't remember. Yeah.
CM Punk,
Was it no? They came later, I think. No, that was before. It was like
Julio De
three of them.
Niro,
It was
Julio De Niro.
no Holy De Niro was with Punk
So it
because it
was
was Matt Bentley, Kaz, and I want to say A1 from what you call it, Team Canada.
I don't remember him being with them.
Yeah, it was a blonde guy. Like I'm probably totally wrong. That it's not him, but it was a blonde guy.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, that was not. That wasn't it. Like it was somebody else,
Okay.
but yeah, it was. I forgot. Yeah, I don't know, but it was. It was crazy.
And I recently found out Eric Young was part of the Beatdown Clan. If you remember that group, so
Yeah, I do. So the system they won their match, and it was like okay. And then we had Crazy Steve. He came out and he looked different. I was like, okay, he kind of looks different, but it was still Crazy Steve, and he beat Tommy Dreamer for the hardcore digital media title.
yeah, because they're doing a lot of like no disqualification matches and shit like that with that. So it's becoming hardcore.
Yeah, that's what because like I just was like, no, this is a hardcore. This is definitely a hardcore title. Like I don't care what anybody
Yeah.
else says. It's a hardcore title. So then the show started, and they had this whole throwback of like we're TNA wrestling, and they forgetting Impact, and they did this whole big thing, and it was funny because Eric Young was the one in the suit and tie that came out, and I was like, "What the fuck?" He did this whole like "We Are TNA" like kind of an NXT feel thing, and it was like, "That's weird." He kind of came off like a Triple H and NXT type thing, but I was like, "Okay, sure."
I mean, he's one of the ones that been there longest, so it makes
Yeah,
sense in that sense.
I mean, uh, is he is he the one of the ones who's been there the longest? Because you still have the Motor City Machine Guns, if I'm not mistaken, have been
Mhm.
there longer than him.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
so
that's what I
yeah,
said. One of.
yeah. So then we had the women's Ultimate X, and it was Tasha Steele, Alicia Edwards, Zaya Brookside. What's the funniest shit because they were like, "Oh, Zaya Brookside signed to TNA." When I heard at least a week ago, not even I heard from the internet, I heard from TNA on their own website said Zaya Brookside is signed to TNA. So that's when the thing came out today. I was like, the fuck? Like they already said this like a week ago when they were just like randomly saying this person's TNA, this person's TNA. They threw her name out there. Was like Zaya Brookside is TNA. So when it came out today, it was like Zaya Brookside signed to TNA. I was like, yeah, you guys said that a week ago. Like this is not a big shocker. I was confused.
It's like one of those weird AEW things that they do.
Yeah,
Like, person has been signed, and they all of a sudden, like a week or two later, they say they signed.
right. And then we had Jody Threats, who I've never seen this person before, and she was really good. And Danny Luna
Hmm.
and Giselle Shaw. But like Jody Threats had like actually fucking impressed me because I was like, who the fuck is this person? I've never seen Jody Threats at all. Like everybody else in the match I've seen multiple times. elsewhere, but I've never seen Jody Threats. I was like, oh,
She's had a
okay.
ton of bangers in Impact with Slamovich, with her tag team partner whose name escapes me right now. Killer
No,
Kelly, I
but
want to say.
that's what I mean. I mean, I've never seen her anywhere
Yeah, I'm
other
just telling
than
you.
other than Impact. I've never seen her anywhere other than
Oh,
Impact. That's what I mean. I've never seen her anywhere
oh, okay.
else. That's what
Got you.
yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like, I've never seen her anywhere else, just here. I'm like, I don't know, like I don't know your history. All I know is just what's been presented in Impact TNA. I have no idea what you did before this. Like Danny
She's probably
Luna,
homegrown.
I know where Danny Luna comes from. I know where Giselle Shaw comes from. I know where fucking Tasha Steele comes from. I know where all of them come from. I just
Hmm.
don't know where this person comes from. I'm like, it's just all I know you from Impact TNA, and it's like very weird.
Yeah,
So Giselle Shaw won the Ultimate X, and I mean, of course, like that was my pick to win because I like Giselle Shaw, so that's it.
same. This match was a banger, by the way.
Yeah, it was. And then the next match confused the living shit out of me
Same.
because it was PCO versus Dirty Dango, and it's like, okay, they both signed to TNA when they made the big announcement of everybody signing, and it just went off the rails very quick because Alpha Bravo and Oleg got into it, and then all of a sudden Rhino came out, and it was like, okay, Rhino came out to help PCO, and then here comes Santino Marella, and it's like, no, 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 we're gonna turn this into a fucking six man, and here's your partner, Jake something, and I was like, what? Where did that? Wait, huh? I was very confused. I was
Like
so confused.
last part was weird. Like, where the hell did like Jake something fit into this?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it didn't make no sense. I'm like, why? I was just so
Yeah,
confused.
and like two things. For a
Uh-huh.
split second, I thought Rhino was gonna turn on PCO, and then the second one, when he said six man, I'm like, so you're gonna get in this match, right?
Yeah, because it was like it was so baffling for no reason. Like everything about it was just so baffling. I was like, what the hell is going on? And the funny
Because
part was
Dangle
like,
and Santino has history.
yes, but the funny part was like Alpha Bravo and Oleg, neither one of them had on wrestling gear. So when they said that this was a six man, I was like, what? Like they're not even ready to wrestle. Like they literally have on street clothes. I was so confused. I
That
was
might be
so
old. What's his name's gear actually?
it might be, but I was just so confused. I'm like, nobody's ready to go. What is happening? And they turned it into a six man, and PCO, Rhino, and Jake something wind up winning. But I was just like, what the fuck? Like I was so confused. So then we had the women's tag team title match. And I did like MK Ultra came out and I was like, all right, they're out. And nobody knew who their fucking opponents was. And I'm like, okay, so who's gonna be their opponents? Like my brain was literally trying to figure out who their opponents was gonna be.
It weirded me out a little bit.
Why did it weird you out? Because you thought that they were coming out
Well,
again?
no, once you say who it is, like I'll explain.
I mean, it's natural, of course, for us because we literally just talked about Rosemary. Like so
Yes.
it was the decay, which was Rosemary and Havoc that showed up out of nowhere. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Here's the reason it like messed me up a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were just fucking the Death Dolls, Courtney Rush and Jessica, like a few weeks ago. And then before that, they were the Death Dolls with fucking Taya Valkyrie and whatever, but they were still Rosemary and Havoc, part of the Death Dolls. And then
Yeah,
before that, they were DK. So they could have kept them the Death Dolls. I don't mind them being DK, but still, like
I think they went more DK because it was more of a TNA throwback. it was something that people in
Probably so.
TNA was like, "Oh, we get this. This is from a certain era," and that's why I think they went with the DK thing.
Yeah.
So then we had Scott D'Amore come out and talk about they're doing a partnership with AAA, and I was like, "Hooray!" I guess. And then
Homie
we
took
had
a shot though.
yeah, he did. He basically shit on the whole AEW partnership. And I agree with him because this is actually, he's like, this is a actual beneficial partnership. And I'm like, yeah, no, you're right. Like, there's no other beneficial partnership that you had. Like, seriously, like, there was nothing else. Like I've said before off this podcast, and I probably said it once on this podcast, AEW did jack shit for them. They did jack shit for them. Like no matter what people say, like, oh, they gave them ratings, they did jack shit. Like they literally did nothing. It's okay.
Yeah, because right after that partnership was over, like all those people who tuned in for the AEW people, they tuned out.
Exactly. So then we had the X Division title, triple threat. It was not Christopher Daniels, it was Chris Sabin, Kushida, and Vikingo. This match was really good.
It's funny that you say Christopher Daniels or about to say
Mm-hmm.
that shit, right?
Yep.
This being like kind of old school, it gave the vibe of that, in my opinion, which is Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not exactly, but it felt like that to me. You know what I mean? That good. Because
That's
you
what
know
they
that
were
match is a
going for.
classic in TNA.
Yeah, that's what they were going for. I think that was like kind of the reason they had this match because they wanted to give the throwback feeling. That's why this match happened. It's like, all right, this makes
Yeah.
sense. And Chris Sabin gets the win, and it's like, all right, cool. So then we had Josh Alexander versus Alexander Hammerstone. I don't even know if he signed to TNA because there was no graphic anything about him signing to TNA. I don't know if this was just like a one-off or what the fuck this was. It was
Weird, right?
yeah, because like I'm like this is a perfect dude for you guys to sign. Like he would bring something to the division. It would be good, and they were just like, no, we're just gonna have this match against him versus Josh Alexander. It was a really good match, but it was like sign him. Like just sign him. It's like right there. Just go here. Here's a contract. It was just that easy.
Exactly. They could have done it like at the end of the match. That's not like far off. People done that before. I think TNA themselves did that before, like at the end of the match, sign somebody.
Exactly. And
Tell me this, because this is another sign that I believe that he's not signed, right?
mm-hmm,
You just debut him and
mm-hmm,
whatever, right? No one, like, people rarely know who he is because he's been in MLW the whole time. You're
mm-hmm.
debuting him, he's a monster. Shouldn't he have won this match?
No. So okay. If like even if he was signed, I wouldn't have had him win that
Hmm.
match because
Okay.
it would give you something because you would have Hammerstone versus Josh Alexander. Alexander beats him. Now, no matter what Hammerstone does, Josh Alexander beats you. That's hanging over your head. So you have to go whoop his ass. Like even when you win the title, you're like, no, I gotta beat his fucking ass because he beat me in my very first match in TNA. I have to beat your ass. And it's like a long story that just could be dangling there. Like so that's why I'm
Okay.
like,
That makes
all
sense.
right. I'm like, all right, if he beat him and he was signed, it's like later on down the line when he has a title, it becomes a thing. I want to fight Josh Alexander. And Josh Alexander could be like a total complete dick and be like, no, fuck you, I'm not gonna fight you. And they have to go through this whole thing and then they finally get to the match. And then you're like, okay, this makes sense for him to beat him for the very first match. I mean, that's why.
Okay. That does make
Yeah.
sense.
So then we had the TNA tag title four-way. We had the Rascals versus Mike Bailey and Laredo Kid versus the grizzled young vets versus ABC. And once again, this is one of those things. Like, even though I think they did say they were signed, this is still the thing. Like, the Grizzled Young Vets, to me, should have won the tag titles just because I love them. But
Same.
because they're there and you have all this time to develop them, like ABC winning the tag titles was like, all right, it's cool. They won them. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Nah. Side note, Trent
Hmm.
Seven was supposed to be in this match with Speedball Mike Bailey. What happened to him? Like he missed his flight or something?
They said he
Like
missed his.
I didn't catch that.
They said he missed his flight, but the funny part was like they fucked up when they said it because they said Mike Bailey missed his flight, and I was like, he's he's coming out right now. Like, you what? Like
Oh
he came out
shit.
and he was like, yeah, he missed his flight, and I was like, and then like they corrected it like in the middle of the like in the middle of the match. They go, oh, Trent Seven missed his flight. I'm like, but you literally said Speedball Mike Bailey missed his flight, and he showed up like seconds later. I was like, okay. I was very confused at their wording,
That's one
but
of my numbers.
yeah. So that was a thing. So then we had Jordan Grace versus Trinity, and everybody going into this knew exactly what was going to happen. We knew because we know Trinity's going back to WWE, and like it was like a no brainer that Jordan Grace was going to win. I would have been shocked if Jordan Grace would have lost, but it was definitely Trinity was going to lose the title. Jordan Grace was going to be the new champion.
I mean, I'll put the one example that it went the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Carl Anderson being the neverweight champion and him still like showing up. So
No,
it could have
Mickey
happened.
James.
It's uh, no, but Mickey James was still signed to TNA.
Wait,
I mean,
but
like actually
remember,
signing. Huh?
she had a title match the week before Royal Rumble, and she kept the title because everybody was like, they're going to take the title off her because she's going to do this appearance in Royal Rumble. Because we all knew we was like, she's going to be in a Royal Rumble, and they still took the title off her. Like, she still kept the title. Because we were like, oh, they're going to take the title off her because she's going to be in a Royal Rumble. But they kept
Oh
the title
yeah,
on her.
yeah.
Because me and you even
That's
said
true
that,
too.
like, when it was coming up, we was like, yeah, they're going to take the title off of her. It was like, no, she kept the title and went into the Royal Rumble. Like, what the fuck? Like, that was weird. So that's what I'm
That
like,
is
yeah,
true.
they could have kept Trinity with the title, but I mean, it's fine. She brought
Yeah.
the more eyeballs to the women's division, and she lost the title, and now she's going back to WWE. I mean, it is like her friends were there to watch her. I
Yep.
mean, that was a thing. And then we had the main event. I was not happy about this main event. I was not happy because for some reason in my mind I had kind of felt like they got new titles. They're gonna switch the title. And Moose beat Alex Shelley. I did not like that at all.
There was a
That,
lot of fuckery in this match too.
yeah, but I just didn't like it. It was irritating the shit out of me. But hey, fine, whatever. It happened. So yeah, Moose is the new champion, and then right after Moose wins the championship, music hits, and Nick Nemeth is now all nonstop.
Oh, nonstop.
So yeah, he's now the TNA guy. So that's the thing.
Now that's the good part with
Mm-hmm.
Moose winning the title because now Nick could take it from him. See,
Yes.
there's like a silver lining to that. You know what I mean? Because I'm not happy with Moose getting the title either. You know what I mean? So, but you look at it that way, you know?
Yeah, and the funny part is Nick Nemeth's first match, his very first match in TNA, is against Zachary Wentz, and that's coming up on the next show. And it's like, okay, like I'm confused. Like it's going to be a good match, but it's like, huh? Like, how did we get here? Whatever.
I mean, I guess they're trying to go there like the fair route because you just showed up and you're gonna go for the title. You know what I mean? A lot of people have problems with shit like that.
But here's the thing, right? Zachary Wentz is a
Hmm.
tag team wrestler. He's part of the Rascals. Like you just throw him in there with a tag team guy? Like that doesn't strike me as like, oh, this is building up your credibility. Like I said, nothing against Zachary Wentz. It's like it's a tag team wrestler. He does better in tag team matches than singles. Zachary Wentz never had a singles title, so it just feels odd to me. It just feels odd. It's like they're just doing busy work for no reason. It's like,
I'm gonna call
okay.
fuckery. Last minute, they're gonna switch it to Myron Reed because he's in the company. He hasn't wrestled yet, to my knowledge.
So I mean, seeing Myron Reed the night before GCW was I'm about to talk about, I would not
Okay.
put him with Dolph Ziggler. I would never put him with Dolph Ziggler. Be like Myron Reed took on Joey Janela and tore that fucking house down to the point where people was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know Myron Reed was good." And it's like, yeah, no, Myron Reed fucking killed it. Like he was doing all types of shit where like literally everybody was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I can't believe this guy's that good. And like, yeah, he was fucking killing it in GCW.
He's awesome.
Yup. And he was killing it so much that like I caught like the second half of the match and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And then I had to look at him really closely. I was like, oh shit, it's Myron Reed. But yeah, like I'm like him with like Dolph Ziggler, like he would out wrestle Dolph Ziggler. I know people be like, oh, Dolph can wrestle, but Myron Reed is like crazy good. So I don't know if Dolph can hang with him.
The young goat.
Yeah. And then on the GCW show, Mance Warner beat up, I want to say the dude's name was Young Dad. I totally forgot his fucking name. But he beat the shit out of him, and then Effie came out to save him. And Mance Warner almost murdered Effie by throwing him off the fucking balcony. That was fun. And then Effie challenged Mance Warner to a match because a couple weeks ago, Mance Warner turned on Effie, and that was a whole thing. So now they're going to have their match in Tampa, Florida, right before the Rumble.
That's a weird one though. Like they were like the best of friends.
You know what
I don't
else is
mind it,
fucking?
but yeah.
You know what else is funny about that is like other people from the second gear crew were trying to separate them, but they weren't separating them like, oh man, get the fuck out of here, man. It was like, man, you gotta calm down. You can't fight him. Like they were friends, and it's like, the fuck? It was like everybody was friends, but Mance and fucking Effie just had beef, and it's like, the fuck? That's so weird.
Like out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was weird. Like Mance has to explain himself because I want to know why he did what he did. I want to know.
Yeah.
And then we had at the GCW show Mustafa Ali versus Gringo Loco. That was a great match. Like for Ali's first match on the Indies in a long time, it was really great. It was really great.
Awesome.
Like Ali beat Gringo Loco, and then after the match, he basically said they told him to be an extra in the Continental, well, not the Continental Classic, the Cruiserweight Classic, and they told him to go home and train. And the first person he went home to train with was Gringo Loco, and Gringo Loco made him better to the point when they came back, like when they called him in as an alternate, he fucking blew the doors off, and they was like, "Yo, we want to sign you." Because he trained with Gringo Loco. And he said he thanks Gringo Loco for helping him get this WWE thing. And I was like, that's awesome. Like, that's fucking awesome.
Right? That is.
So then we go to New Japan. And we have Stephanie Vicaire versus Viva Van, which is a women's match from CMLL. and Stephanie Vacquier won. Then we had
Okay.
Fred Rosser, Shota Umino, and Jacob Fatu versus Team Filthy. And Team Filthy lost. They lost. Shota Umino gets the win. Team Filthy lost. And Team Filthy just basically turns on Tom. They don't fuck him up. They just leave him. And it's over between Team Filthy and it's just Tom by itself. Like, Janelle, like, and Isaacs are just gone. They're just like, nah, fuck it. Like, fuck you. We're done. Because they lost, like, in this big match. And they're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, we lost and it's your fault. And he just, like, stopped fucking with Tom. I was like, oh, that's fucked up.
So no more team, just Filthy.
Yeah, I just felt bad for him. So after that, Shota Umino was doing his thing, and I was just saying to myself, I'm like, Shota is so fucking over with like the kids and the young people, and like he's just like the face of the company, and he's out there shaking hands and like slapping fives, and all of a sudden, some dude with a mask just punched the shit out of him. I'm like, the fuck is going on here? Dude punches the shit out of him and just start beating the fuck out of him. And he takes off the fucking mask, and it's Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Like, huh? Like,
He looked like he'd been through it.
I mean, he hasn't been on TV, so I guess he has. And so he beat
He had
the
like
shit
a
out of.
long ass beard and shit.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of Shota, and then he put on this armband that said "Scapegoat," and then he just pulled out his AEW contract and tore it up. And everybody was like, oh my God, he's out of AEW. And I'm like, that's not how contracts work. Like, seriously, that's not how contracts work. Are you people that dumb? The fuck?
So you think he still works there?
Oh, I know he works there. There's no fucking way that he doesn't work there. There's no fucking way he doesn't work at AEW. You're fucking crazy. Like, and the people who were like, he tore up his contract, that means he doesn't work for AEW. I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like, if he does not work for AEW, I would be fucking shocked and surprised. I'm 96% sure that he still works for AEW. Not even joking. He's going to do his little fucking excursion. He's going to be in fucking New Japan for a little while. And he's going to come back and, like, do some crazy shit in AEW. Watch. This is exactly what's going to happen.
Okay.
So then we had a CMLL match in New Japan because it was Mascarita Dorada, Volador Jr. versus Rocky Romero and Soberano Jr. The match was really good, especially if you like lucha shit. And Mascarita Dorada, he won the match. He beat Rocky, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, it was good if you like lucha shit. Like if you like CMLL and you watch that shit, it was really good. But if you don't, it'll be like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Then we had David Finlay versus TJP, which I was baffled. I'm like, why the fuck did they put TJP with David Finlay? It was like they don't go together because TJP is a tag team wrestler, a junior tag team wrestler at that. And I know that they have the United Empire versus the Bullet Club War Dogs, and I understand that, but you could have picked somebody else. But it was TJP versus David Finlay. They had an all right match. TJP is still like half Aswang, which is like the Filipino demon. He spit blood on Finlay, but it's like I felt like it could have been somebody different, but whatever. It was a match. David Finlay won. So that was a thing. Then we had the New Japan Strong Tag Team Champions, Gorillas of Destiny versus Alex Coughlin and Clark Connors, the War Dogs, and of course the Tag Team Champions, the Gorillas of Destiny, won. I'm like, okay.
This is a rematch, right?
No. This isn't a rematch. This is just a match.
Oh, okay. Because you said Clark Connors, so like I'm like, it's not like a rematch.
No. This is a straight up new match. I mean, it's a old match from a long time ago, but it's still new because they haven't wrestled for like at least 2 years. So I was like,
Yeah.
it's a thing, but whatever. I had it. Then we had the New Japan Women's match, which was Julia versus Trish Adora. And the thing about this match was the thing that caught me off guard was Trish Adora comes out, but she comes out with like Sean Dean and somebody else from AEW. And I'm like, what? And they explained on commentary that they're the infantry, but they've been doing this in Ring of Honor. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I haven't watched Ring of Honor. I've not watched Ring of Honor, so I didn't even know Trish Adora was part of this group called the Infantry. I'm like, okay. All right.
I know about the infantry, and I didn't even know she was part of it.
Yeah, apparently she's part of it because she was in the army. So like that's why they have like their whole thing. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It was like
That's cool.
it was a really good match. Julia won and kept the title, and it was like, okay, that's cool. And then we had a video package for Mustafa Ali, and he challenged Hiromu Takahashi, and they're gonna have a match in Chicago whenever the hell that show is. I don't know when it is. So once again, this is also like I don't know what the fuck happened in this match. I'm not even joking. I don't know what the fuck happened in this match because this match was supposed to be Tanahashi and I forgot the other person. It was Tanahashi and somebody else versus Matt Riddle and a mystery partner. All of a sudden, it's TMDK, Zack Sabre Jr. and Bad Dude Tito versus Matt Riddle and Jeff Cobb. I'm like, the fuck? Like, this makes no sense. Like, I mean, it makes sense because Zack and Matt Riddle wrestled before, but Matt Riddle is trying to face Tanahashi for the title, and like, that was so random. They didn't even give an explanation why Tanahashi wasn't there because that was a whole setup, and it was like, that was a thing, and it was like, nah, like, whatever. I was like, what the fuck?
That sounds weird.
It was weird because like they didn't even give an explanation. They didn't say, "Oh, Tana is back doing New Japan business," or like because he's the president. They didn't say nothing. They just didn't. They didn't say a word. They just like, all right, it's TME. Like what? This is so random, but okay.
It could have been that simple too. Just say
Yep.
like he's busy.
Yeah, I'd have been like, I'd have been happy if you said that. I was like, all right. So then we had the AEW Continental Classic guy winner, Eddie Kingston versus Gabe Kidd. Now, this was actually something that started online when Gabe Kidd just kept talking shit about Eddie. He kept talking shit about Eddie. And Eddie was like, fuck it, I'll face you. And they had a match, and it wound up going to a no contest because it was a count out. And they just kept fighting, and they just kept fighting, and kept fighting, and kept fighting, and kept fighting. They wouldn't stop. It just wouldn't stop. It just wouldn't stop. But yeah, like that happened. So then we had Moxley versus Shingo in a no DQ match. They brought out every fucking weapon, just beat the dog shit out of each other. They were bleeding all over. Shingo did the miss, which fucked me up because it was like, I didn't even know you fucking could spit miss. He spit the miss in Moxley's face. Like, they were going back and forth. Moxley hit him with like everything. Shingo hit him with everything. Moxley fuck around and got the Death Rider for the win. And Moxley beats Shingo. And then Moxley calls out Naito. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't see that coming at all.
He's going for the championship.
I know, but like that was so fucking weird. Like it was so weird because like he's going for his champion. He wants to go for the championship. And the thing is, Moxley still wants to do New Japan stuff. But that brings up the question for the next part of this that I'm like, okay, this is very weird. because we have Okada versus Ospreay, which was so good that I'm like, okay, this might be my second match of the year. Like my second match of the year. This might be because it was really fucking good. Ospreay lost to Okada. And then after the match, the War Dogs beat the shit out of Ospreay, threw Okada out of the ring. And then the United Empire came out to help Ospreay. And Eddie Kingston came out to beat the shit out of Gabe Kidd. And Ospreay said he owed him one. And then Ospreay basically said, February 11th is my last match in New Japan ever. He's like, it's my last match, and I want to thank New Japan, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, fine. Like, that may be your last match in Japan, but you can still do the American New Japan stuff. And he's like, no, I'm done, and that's it. And that's the last match. I'm like, but Moxley is still doing American New Japan stuff. Like, you could do that. He's like, no, this is the last thing, and now I'm going to embark on my journey. It's like, okay, well, I'm like, all right, you're just done with New Japan. All right, cool.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it. I was like, oh, okay.
That's the way it sounds, yeah.
Yeah. So that was a thing. So sticking with AEW, we had Rampage. And Rampage started off with Wheeler Yuta versus Eddie Kingston for the Continental Classic title. Here's the thing, this title is actually getting a lot of fucking championship defenses. It's only been around for like 3 weeks, and this is getting a lot of championship defenses.
Okay, it's for like all three companies, quote unquote. Three companies.
But here's the thing. No one says anything other than the AEW Continental Classic. They don't say the Strong Championship. They say the AEW Continental Classic. They don't say anything else. They're like, it's a Continental Classic. I'm like, oh, okay.
My theory is you win one, you win them all. And like,
no, that is.
So like the Continental Classic is like the main belt out of the three. So that's why they only mentioned that one.
And it was funny because Gabe Kidd said he wanted to beat Eddie Kingston and he was going to split the titles back up and throw the AEW championship in the trash and keep the strong one. And it's like, okay, fine, but like, they're not even like Eddie didn't come out with 3 belts. He came out with 1 belt, and it was a Continental Classic belt. And it's just like, so it's dead. Like it's just 1 belt now.
But on Rampage, he came out with the 3.
I know, but like when he went to New Japan, he only had 1. He just had 1 belt.
Oh, okay.
So after that, we had Mark Briscoe get inducted into the Cult of Hardy.
Mark Hardy.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly what it was. I was like, what the fuck? It's so weird. And like, Mark was looking like, what the fuck just happened here? Like, what did I just get into?
He had fear in his eyes.
Yeah, I was like, dude, run. Fucking run. This is a cult. Run. So then we had Swerve versus Matt Sydal, and nobody in the world thought Matt Sydal was going to win. Nobody in the world. Like, not even Matt Sydal thought he was going to win. Nobody thought that shit.
Here's the thing, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was going to be a squash. It actually was a pretty good match for Rampage.
Yeah, it
was.
This
felt like it should have been on Dynamite.
Mm-hmm. So then we had, because I brought it up on the last podcast, we had Private Party and Top Flight Security have a little back and forth, and they both just go, hey, like, wasn't one of you injured? Yeah, wasn't both of you injured? And they just start going back and forth, and they want a tag team match with any of the two. And it's like, okay, well, you know that Darius can still go. And they're like, no. We want Action and Andretti. Okay, I was like, sure.
who can
All
drink
right.
water really fast for some reason.
Yeah, apparently that's his new gimmick. Sure. All right.
What did he say? Like all action or some shit like that?
Yeah, he
No
said
hype, all action, some shit.
no hype, all action. So then we
Like
had
okay,
Queen Amanada, who is now signed to AEW. She's now an AEW official, and she was facing Hikaru Shida, which I did not know that this was a rematch from a year and a half ago. I'm like, the fuck? Like, I don't even remember her being on fucking AEW. But
same.
she was just in a random match against Hikaru Shida, and Hikaru Shida beat her. So they just played it up. It was like, yeah, like this is a rematch, and now Queen Amanada is better, and she could probably take on Hikaru Shida. She lost, but I mean, she did really good.
Hmm.
Like I
They
like
did the
Queen.
type of like stuff you like the strong style shit. Like at one point they were beating each other like in the fucking head and shit.
Yeah, I like Queen Amanada. Like she's really good. Like she's really good.
Yeah.
So then we have a backstage thing with Ruby Soho and Saraya. And Saraya's like, look, she's like, I know it's your birthday and all, but your boyfriend's a cheater. She's like, what? She's like, yeah, he's a cheater. And she plays this clip where Harley Cameron kisses Angelo Parker. And then Angelo comes in with a cake and he's like, hey, he's like, I got you a birthday cake. And Ruby just throws the cake in his face. Even Renee is mad at him. And he just like they give him the remote and he just presses play. I knew exactly what this was when it happened. I was like, she pressed pause right at the part where he kissed her. Like right at the part. And he pushed her off. Like once it played, I was like, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
That's fucking crazy. Like, you called it. You said it was gonna be just like this. So.
Mm-hmm. So then we had the Dark Order versus 2.0 and Jack Swagger. And we knew what was going to happen
Called him
because,
Jack Swagger.
yeah, I'm not calling him Jake Hager, but it's Jack Swagger. We knew it was going to happen because, like, they're in Daly's place. It was still part of the Brody Lee tribute, and Dark Order won. They won their match.
And -1 had a heel turn because he stole Jake's hat.
That's true. There was a heel turn. That's fucked up.
he he likes that hat.
Listen, I'm at the point where they should get rid of the hat gimmick. It's over. Like it's fucking over. Like move on.
Release the
Like
hat.
yeah, release the hat. And I actually mean release the hat is like fire the hat, get rid of the hat. It's over.
Imagine they actually do that. They actually like posted on Twitter. We would
I
like to
would be
like wish future endeavors to the hat.
dude, I would be so happy if they did that. It would be so funny. Because like that stupid hat is just dumb. I don't like it.
Like I know we're in a tangent with the hat, but here's the thing about the hat.
Mm-hmm.
He's so obsessed with the hat, but didn't he give it up? Like he gave it to Jericho when he quit Jericho.
Yeah, yeah.
So
The,
it should be a non-factor.
exactly. But it's just dumbness.
Yeah.
So on Collision, we had the Copeland Open or Open, whatever.
Copeland Open. I like that.
So it was Edge, and he basically called out anybody. And Shane Strickland, I mean not Shane Strickland. Wait, that isn't Shane
Lee
Strickland.
Moriarty, I think it was.
No, it was Lee Moriarty. But what's his goddamn name? Shane Taylor. Shane Taylor.
Okay.
Shane Taylor. Yeah, Shane Taylor brought down Lee Moriarty. And Edge had a match with Lee Moriarty. He beats Lee Moriarty, but yeah, I mean, it was a good match. I'm glad to see Lee Moriarty wrestle again, but like they were going to have Edge kill him, so it was like kind of sad. But okay.
Did he ever? Like he did like it looked like a fall away slam off like the middle or top rope or some shit. Like
Hmm.
I've never seen him do that. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, Edge was kicking his ass, and he beat him with the crippler crossface, and he basically said, "Christian, I'm still gonna get you." And it's like, yeah, we know that. We're fine with that.
Right?
So then we had FTR and Garcia in the back. They basically was just talking about what they're gonna do to the House of Black. And then it was a 6 man that I was like, okay, this makes sense that they have this match because of what happened at the 4-way on Wednesday. But it was like, oh, okay, it was random as shit, but all right, I'm down for it because it was Lance Archer and the Righteous versus the Mogul Embassy, and it was for the titles. I did not see it being for the titles, but it was for the titles.
Yeah, because for some odd reason, Lance Archer and the Righteous are a faction that's
No,
unnamed still.
yeah, no, they definitely were a faction a while ago, and he just like
Yeah,
never gave them a name or anything. They never even followed up on it to just like right now. Like this is the
yeah, they
first time they
alluded to the
followed.
fact Jake the Snake looking for more people too. Like, okay, that's weird.
Yeah, because like this faction came out of nowhere and like they just left it alone to the point where you forgot it was a faction. You forgot these guys even worked there.
Yeah,
And then Prince Nana said at the end that on Dynamite he wants to take on the Bang Bang Gang. I'm not even sure. Like I'm not joking. I swear he meant to call out the Acclaim because they're the tag team champions. I swear he meant that, but he just said the Bang Bang Gang. Yeah,
no,
I
I
was.
think he actually meant the Bang Bang Gang because, like, remember they want titles, so that might be like their way to get the titles. So that way, both. 'Cause remember, they're hinting at the Claim and them getting together, so it could be peace. All six of them be tag team champions.
That's gonna be so weird, but okay. So then we had Roderick Strong basically say to Preston Vance, "Hey man, I hope you go out there and kill it because I'm gonna take the title from you." Okay.
Preston,
Did he do
Preston.
that?
He didn't do it, but I'm just saying. No, he didn't. I'm just like,
So yeah. So then we had Willie Mack versus Dustin Rhodes, and Dustin beat Willie Mack. This wasn't a bad match at all.
I just feel like it was thrown together, but it was a good match.
Yeah, like I feel like it was too, but like it wasn't bad. Like it wasn't like one of the matches where you're like, oh, this was thrown together and this was complete dog shit. It was thrown together,
Yeah,
but it was cool.
it worked. Yeah.
Yeah. And so then we had Jay White and the Bang Bang Gang accept the challenge, and then Hook comes to the building. And this was really funny because they're watching Hook, and Hook's coming to the building, and all of a sudden some lady comes out of the fucking room and she just like kind of opens the door, just like goes, the fuck? And she just walks on while they're filming Hook walking. It's like the fuck? So then we get Dustin Rhodes challenging Christian for the title. Okay.
You ain't winning it, but okay.
Yeah, like he's not gonna win it, but it's fine. And we had Hangman versus JD Drake. And this was a okay match. It wasn't bad also. This was another of them thrown together matches that it was like, okay, it's thrown together, but it's still not shit. It's actually good. It's not shit. It was thrown together, but it's not shit. It's actually good.
Like I know he is, but was he so much more athletic in this match? By he, I mean Hangman. Like what the fuck?
because he was trying to keep up with JD Drake. That's the funny part. Like JD Drake is a big guy, but he still had to keep up with this big guy who could fucking move. So yeah,
Yeah, he's good.
yep. So then we had Diana Perazzo versus, or Donna Pazzo, or whatever she called her, that versus Red Velvet. And of course, she made Red Velvet tap by fucking her arm up. So yeah,
Was it the stir arm? Like
yes,
she
it
said?
was. Yes, it was. So then we had Hook in a match against some guy, and Hook just destroyed the shit out of this guy. Slammed him on the fucking ramp, too. He suplexed him on the ramp, red rummed him, killed the guy, and then left and told Samoa Joe he's going to beat his ass. And I'm like, you're not going to beat Joe's ass, but it's going to be a good match, but you're not going to beat Joe's ass. That's the thing.
I'd be surprised if he beat him, but I wouldn't complain either.
Right? So then we had the main event, House of Black versus FTRC. And this match was also this match was really fucking good. This wasn't a thrown together match, but this was a really fucking good match. Really fucking good. And
Yeah, story
FTRC,
behind it.
yeah, FTRC wins and beats the House of Black. Did they beat the House of Black, or am I misremembering that from last week?
No, you're misremembering. Like fucking House of Black actually won.
Oh, House of Black won. Because I know that
Yeah.
they beat the shit out of everybody, which is Matt Menard and FTRC. Like
Mm-hmm.
they fucked them up after the match. And Matt Menard has to do something. He has to fight back somehow. I don't know how he's gonna fight back. He has to fight back. This is crazy. Like, you keep getting bullied by this man, you have to fight back somehow, please.
He's gonna beat him. Somehow he's gonna beat him.
He has to, dude, because this is ridiculous. Like, every fucking time he's out there, he just does something to him. And it's like, come on, man, please just stop beating this guy's ass. He's not even asking for it. Like, I can see if he was doing something to ask for it, but like, no, he's just beating the shit out of this dude. Like, the fuck, man, stop. So that
Wait
was a
till
thing.
it's for a fucking title. That'd be some shit.
Oh, if it's for a fucking title, I would fucking lose it. So then we had Battle of the Belts. And they did something that was smart. They kept Jericho and Sammy Guevara in the back with Ricky Starks and Big Bill. Shout out to Ricky Starks for the Purple Rain t-shirt. But they had this match. They had the street fight in the back. So they had it in the back so people wouldn't boo Jericho. So it just kept happening, and it was in the back, and it was fighting. And then they fucked up Rhett Titus's car. I was like, okay, sure, all right. But then they finally
Like
got out to. Mhm.
I was gonna say, you gave a shout out for the shirt. I want to give a shout out to Sammy. He's consistent with these fucking like hardcore type matches. He had a fucking golf cart. That's his theme.
So they had the match. Jericho and them lost because fucking who pushed him? I want to say Chris Lana. Who was it? Who pushed him?
I forget, but someone did. Like I want to say it was Nana. I want to say it was
Yeah,
Nana.
I want to say it was Prince Nana, but like I don't know why he fucking pushed him. Like, you had nothing to do with this, and like if you're going to put Swerve versus Jericho, that's dumb. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's just dumb, but whatever. I don't care.
I guess
Uh,
in their eyes it cements Swerve more, but
it
I don't care. I wouldn't want the match either.
Yeah, like I don't care. Swerve is that guy. I don't give a shit about him being with Jericho. It's not fun to me or enticing. I don't really care.
Yeah.
So then we had Julia Hart versus Anna Jay. And I just like looked at this match with like a whole different way than I would look at a regular match because it's like both of them were together a long time ago and they just totally was like, oh, they both suck. They both fucking suck. They're not gonna be better. They suck, whatever. And look at them now tearing it the fuck up. And it's like, oh my God, like they evolved. Like they
Yep.
evolved. Like I was just looking at this match just like in just amazement. Like they're having a fucking killer match. Coming from where they came from and just like you just like, all right, this women's match, all right, whatever. They're not even any good. And like now they're just like having these banging ass matches. It's like, okay, like, yeah. And I
They
know
killed
somebody
it with this match.
yeah, and I know somebody out there is gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, why did you just say women's matches like this? Because both of them literally had their first match in AEW. They never wrestled before. They wrestled in AEW. Their first matches were in AEW and they weren't really good. They just were throwing matches out there. They weren't really good. And now, years later, they're fucking phenomenal because they came up, they wrestled, and they trained, and they got better. And that's why it's good. It's like, it's no shot at them. Like, when they started, they didn't know shit. Now they know shit, and they could put on a fucking banging ass match. So, yeah.
Not even a shot. If anything, it's more of a compliment. You figure how long they AEW been out? Like 5 years. So they only been
Mm-hmm.
wrestling for like 5 years. And to improve that much in 5 years, like it's amazing. Imagine 5 more years from now.
Yep.
You know?
Then we had a Jeff Jarrett versus Jay Lethal thing in the back. Satnam Singh came back out of nowhere. They're still trying to be friends again, and it's like, I don't want this. Even Jeff Jarrett's like, I don't want this. I don't want to be friends with him. It's like, yeah, just everybody just stop and just like nobody be friends and just break up and never talk about this again. Like never mention this again. Don't even bring this up at an AEW like tribute show. Never bring this up again. Just everybody separate and go about their way. Fuck. That's it.
Karen said it again. They still don't have a name.
Yeah, and she's still trying to book them in a tag team match, and it's like, just let it go. Let it go. Let it fucking go.
I swear they were known as Triple J though, them two together, but maybe that's just me.
I think we made that up. I think we made that up, and it was never a real thing.
Okay.
So then we had the main event, Preston Vance versus Orange Cassidy. And at the beginning of the match, the Kingdom comes out. Well, the United Kingdom, or Undisputed Kingdom.
Undisputed. Yeah.
Undisputed Kingdom came out. And they just sat there because, you know, Roderick Strong wants to beat the shit out of Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy gets the win. Then they come in the ring and they basically just tell Cassidy, we're going to kill you. We're going to kill you. But Jose, the assistant, for some odd reason, gets in the ring and gets kneed by Roderick Strong. Okay. Like,
Part of me thought like Preston was gonna win.
Mhm.
Like they were gonna let him win just so like they could beat him later. Like he'd be easy pickings for him. That
Dude,
type of thing.
I'd have been so mad because my heart is set on this fucking Orange Cassidy versus Roderick Strong match. I would have been so sad they switched it on me. Because like I really watched this Orange Cassidy match. I was like, I need this. But if they would have just switched it with Vance, I'd have been so sad. I'm like, no. Like you had a great match right there. You're just gonna ruin it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait for that match. It's gonna. I hope it happens sooner than later. Because like I don't want to wait for some of these matches. Like you have them right there, and you should do them. Like that's why I'm glad the Hook and Joe match are happening. Because like it just was like a random thing, and it's like, all right, here it goes. It's right here.
And that's
Yeah,
gonna be
like
awesome.
right. Like that whole Dynamite, from the looks of it, is going to be all right, except for Spy versus Spy saying why they are doing what they're doing, like, which I really don't give a shit. I don't care. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. Like that's something I don't give a shit about. I don't. I don't care how many people say they're the greatest tag team. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Fuck them. But yeah,
I just realized who you talking about. You said Spy versus Spy. Oh my god, that's a throwback. Thank
yeah.
you.
So on to SmackDown. I was about to say Raw. I totally botched that. So it starts out with Grayson Waller, and Grayson Waller's about to have a match versus Cameron Grimes, but Cameron Grimes gets attacked by Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso, and he beat the shit out of him, and he just started fucking him up. And Nick Aldis just comes out and says, "Listen, dog, y'all not just gonna run this fucking show like that. No matter what the fuck you think, you're not running this show. So later on, you're gonna have a 6-man. It's gonna be Jimmy, Solo, and Roman Reigns versus Randy, AJ, and LA Knight." And Paul Heyman was like, "Dude, he's not even here. Like, he's like, that's your problem because if he's not here, it's going to be a 2-on-3." He's like, or you can just find a partner. It doesn't matter. But the match is happening later on tonight. And like when he did that to me, it was like, okay, we have a general manager that's going to put their foot down and actually make some shit happen. Like, yeah, I like this.
Yep.
So, yeah. So then we had a backstage thing with Solo and Jimmy, and fucking Jimmy is worried. Solo's not worried. Solo's like, I'm not worried. He literally said, I'm not worried. He said those words. It was like, okay, Solo can talk.
Right? Like sometimes that throws me off that like, he talks out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. So then we had Legado World Order versus Latino World Order. LWO versus LWO. And
So
kind
awesome.
yes, a kind of tag team lucha match with Santos on commentary. And of course, Legado World Order was going to win because they're new and you have to establish them, so they were going to get a win. But Carlito came out of the crowd and punched Santos in the back of the head, and they fought to the back, kind of distracted everybody, but not really. But yeah, this feud is going to be awesome, especially when they start adding like Dragon Lee to this, and maybe somebody on Santos' side. So yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna keep going. Like when they add a female on Santos side too, so
Electra
like the whole
Lopez.
crew fights. More than likely it's gonna be her.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be awesome. I can see that going to WrestleMania, like
Yeah.
LWO versus LWO.
Plot twist, it wind up being Lola Lopez? Her last name? I forgot her last name. Lopez, right?
Vice, Lola Vice.
Vice. There you go.
So yeah,
They could be funny as her instead.
that would be fucking hilarious. But it would be good though.
Yeah.
So then we had Mello was in the back talking to Nick Aldis. And Grayson Waller and Grayson Waller's twin, Austin Theory, shows up. And they basically interrupt Mello and Aldis goes, you know what? I'll give you a match. And Grayson Waller, the first thing he goes, I had a match already. I had a match. And he's like, no, you didn't. Like he got jumped before the match. He's like, but I wrestled, so like I need time to relax and stuff. So he could do it, and he just points to Austin Theory. So he makes Austin Theory have a match with Malcolm. I'm like, okay, cool. Like Grayson Waller is funny as shit. Like he's fucking hilarious.
Right?
So they get ready to have the match, and you know, stuff happens. But like, what I mean by stuff happens is they have the match, and it was an accidental spot on a jumping Spanish fly, which Austin Theory does all the fucking time. He does all the time, and for some reason, he just fucked it up, and him and Mello got injured, and they just stopped the match immediately. They just like match stopped because they bumped heads on the ground, and it was just like really fucked up.
I'm weirded out about that because they just had an injury thing with Vinci.
Like some people were like conspiracizing that like, oh, they're doing this new thing where they're stopping matches because of stuff, and it's like, no, it's actually good because they're stopping matches in concussion protocols, which literally was the same thing that John Moxley was talking about AEW should do. Like they should do this thing where they stop the match where people like seemingly get concussions, and it's like, yeah, well, WWE's doing that. They're like stopping the matches right as somebody gets a concussion, like, oh no, this is fucked up. Because like at the referee's discretion, and it's like, okay, this is a healthy thing. Like I'm okay with it.
Yeah. No, it's a good thing. It's just weird that it happened back to back like that.
Yeah, it's very weird, but like this one, you can see that it was like way worse than the other one. Because the other one was like
Yeah.
the kick, and you like see him get loopy, but this one was like they landed directly on their heads, and they did not get right back up. It was like, damn! He was like, oh, and the referee was like, oh shit, oh shit, y'all all right?
Mind you, I'm not saying conspiracy enough like that. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like it's weird that coincidental that it happened like so close together.
Yeah, and WWE did put out a thing that said that they're both all right. They were shaken up. They were just a little discombobulated, but they're all right. They're still going to get evaluated, but they're all right. So like, all right, cool.
Cool, awesome. Because I forget which one I want to say. Austin, like he fell directly on his head. They
Yeah,
both kind of did, but him more.
yeah. So then we had a backstage thing where Paul Heyman tried to get Carlito to join up and be the sixth person, and Carlito said no, and he took an apple from Paul Heyman and left. And I was like, okay,
That wasn't cool.
it wasn't cool. We had Logan Paul talking shit about Kevin Owens. He said, Kevin Owens, I'll fight you at Royal Rumble, but here's a stipulation. You can't have a cast on your hand. You can't have a cast on your hand at Royal Rumble. If you do, the match is off. So it's like if Kevin's hand isn't fixed by Royal Rumble, he can't have a match, which we know that Kevin is going to have the match. He's going to take off the cast, and Logan's going to work over the hand the whole match, and that's going to be a thing.
He's probably gonna have some type of brace or something.
No, he can't have nothing. His hand has to be free. He said he literally can't have nothing.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that like I know exactly how this is going to go because that's going to lead into the finish, like with the working over the hand. So yeah. So then we had the best part of SmackDown. The best part of SmackDown. Not even joking. We had this thing where it's Tyler Bate and Butch, and they're going out for coffee, and they just talking. And Tyler's like, "Yo, we had so much fun out there." He was like, "Dude, we were kicking ass, and it felt like old times." And Butch goes, "Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm kind of lost, dog. I don't know what to do." And Tyler's like, "Dude, what do you mean?" He's like, "You're you." He's like, you need to get back to being you. You need to get out there and show the world like British strong style, British techers. You gotta show them. And like, you know what? You have to go back and you have to find yourself. You have to find who you are. And as they're showing Butch's face, he just starts getting this little angry twinge in his face, and you know it's coming. You know it's coming.
Yep.
It's finally time. He's going back to Pete Dunne. It's dude. It was so like this was done so good that like everybody, everybody online, as soon as they saw this promo, was like, "Oh my god, he's going back to Pete Dunne!" It just was like this eruption online of everybody was like, "Oh my god, they're doing it! They're fixing it! He's going back to being Pete Dunne!" It was just so, it was just so crazy. Like I loved
You
it.
notice he said something to the effect of the Brawling Brutes are done? Like, I didn't know they were done.
Oh no, I knew they were done. I knew they were done. The moment that Ridge Holland was down in NXT, I was like, "Yep, it's done. Like it's done. Like it's over."
Like, where the hell is Sheamus?
Sheamus is injured, but he's coming back. But at the same time, it's like it's completely done. And I'm fine with that
Hmm.
because Sheamus can be doing his own thing. Pete Dunne can be doing his own thing. Fucking Ridge Holland doing his own thing. I'm fine with that. Yeah, it was good
Yeah.
for whatever they decided. Hey, let's put this together. Vince or whoever said, let's put this together. Hunter was like, all right, let's do this. It ran its course. Bye. And it's like, yeah, fuck it. Like it's done. I'm cool with that. Move on.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't like currently where they have Ridge at. Other than that, I'm fine.
No, I do like where they have Ridge at because, like, let him go back to NXT and reinvent himself, and then he could do something else. Let him reinvent himself.
Oh no,
Fine.
that's not what I mean. Like NXT totally fine.
Hmm.
It's the whole hurting people thing. That's the part I don't like.
I actually think they dropped that. Like, because
You think so?
when they, yeah, because when they were talking Joe Coffey, it wasn't a, like, he didn't bring up, oh, you injured people. He just brought up, you have no friends. Nobody wants you. He just, like, he didn't bring up the injury thing. He just brought up, you have nobody. Nobody's going to help you. You should team up with us. We're the same. That's what he said. So it's like, all right, they dropped that completely. So yeah.
In that case, yeah. Like I like I'm okay with it.
So then we had Bianca versus Bailey. And this was very funny because they're having a match. And at one point, Bailey throws Bianca out and she's telling Damage Control, get her. And they literally just look at Bianca and just turn their heads. And Bailey's like, I was distracted on Brock. Like, come on, just go, just beat her up. And they just do nothing. And it's like, oh, they're gonna fuck you up, dude. They're gonna fuck you up. Bailey winds up losing, and that was like as soon as they didn't touch her, like touch Bianca, I'm like, they're gonna fuck Bailey up when they get a chance. Like especially after she wins the Royal Rumble, they're gonna fuck her up. They're gonna fuck her
Yep.
up because like we all know that Bailey's gonna win the Royal Rumble. Like she's like the one that everybody is like she has to do it. Like she has to win it because it starts the whole thing with her and Io.
Because he's gonna pick EO 100%.
Mm-hmm. But I don't want it to be so fucking obvious. I want her to like say that she's going after Rhea, but she wants to wait and see what Rhea does and just like prolong it, prolong it, prolong it, and then eventually do that. But I don't want it to just
Yeah.
be like, yeah, like it's happening right now. I want it to be prolonged because I think they can hold it out with her making her choice all the way up to right a little bit past Elimination Chamber.
In theory, yeah. The only thing is like if what you call it, if she just chooses right there and then,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like that would be like no.
Yeah, after Elimination Chamber, I could see her quote unquote making her choice.
Yeah.
And they have a backstage thing where Dakota basically says, I mean, you kind of fucked up. You kind of fucked up. And she was like, wait, but like, you guys didn't help me. Like, no, we didn't want to get you in trouble, but like you kind of fucked up. But it is what it is. And Dakota goes, "Come on, guys, we're leaving." And he just left Bailey there. I'm like, okay. So,
100% Dakota's a leader.
100%. So then we had the Pride, which is Bob Lash and the Street Profits come out. And
I don't like that name.
I like the name. I like the name. So they call out Karrion Cross and AOP, who are now called the Final Testament.
That I like.
And they wind up having a fight again. Wait, no, did they have a fight? No, I don't think they did. It was just like the video package.
they just came up on the
And then Pretty Deadly tried to appeal to Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman says, "Dude, I only need one person. Why the fuck is two of y'all here?" And then he's like, "You know what? That's a good point. All right, hope he finds somebody," and just leave. Like, what the fuck? It was so fucking stupid because it's like, yeah, we came to help. And he's like, "I just need one person. It's two of you. Like, what? Like, do you not understand that?" He literally was like, "Do you not understand that?" And they're like, "Oh, you're right. Okay, bye." And
Which one had you choose if you had a choice between one of them?
Neither one.
Same.
And then he goes and talks to Bobby, and he's like, Bobby, baby. He's like, "Can you be my tag team partner?" And Bob says, "No, because I don't want to help him. I want to beat Roman." And it's like, come on, like we said this like 2 years ago on a fucking podcast. Bob Lash versus Roman Reigns. Like how long is it going to take to get here? Like, Jesus Christ.
As long as it took for fucking Roman versus The Rock.
True. Like, Jesus Christ. So then we get the last thing with Jimmy Uso and Solo, and Jimmy was like, "I guess no yeet then." I was like, okay. They go out, and Randy's coming out. They attack Randy. So Randy's down, and you're like, okay, it's going to be a tag team match. Well, AJ and LA come out, and they're having a match. And then Randy comes back eventually and helps them, and they beat the shit out of Jimmy and Solo. And then after the match, they still continuously beat the shit out of Jimmy and Solo, and they shield bomb Solo through the announce table.
I liked it, but didn't like it at the same time.
Okay, what you didn't like about it?
I like that they did it. I don't like the execution of it. Because they had LA Knight do the powerbomb. It should have been Randy.
It should have been.
Like, it was weird, because, like, if I'm not mistaken, like, he's the shortest one, if not the second shortest one. Randy's the biggest one, so it should have been him.
Yeah, I think he is the shortest one.
Yeah, that was just weird. And, like, AJ, like, looked like he was struggling trying to lift him, like, on that side.
Yep.
So it should have been, like, AJ and LA, like, lifting him for Randy. That's the way it should have went. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I loved it.
So, yeah, that was SmackDown. So, we haven't talked about this.
Okay.
How do you feel about Raw going to Amazon?
I'm okay with it. I have Amazon Prime, so I don't know how it works, but I have that. So, me personally, I got it.
So you have no opinion?
Not really. I mean, from what I heard, if they go to Amazon, they'll keep it on Mondays and whatever. The whole thing was if they go to like such and such thing, they may switch days. Which me and you spoke on the podcast many times. Like, it'll be weird if they go to another day. So
yeah, no, it would be
might be a good thing.
Weird. It would be completely weird, but I heard that like everyone that they're negotiating with would keep it on Mondays. Now, the thing about Amazon is like it would be different because a lot of people have no idea how to use Amazon. What I mean by that is the people who only are cable only have no idea how to use streaming services. They only know cable.
Yeah.
And that's like the biggest problem. But also, it's like WWE are always the guys to do something first. They're doing something first and foremost, like nobody else is doing. They're like, hey, you know this thing that you guys like? We're doing this thing first. And them going to streaming would be a first for wrestling companies going purely streaming. And
Yeah.
it would be something new. It would be something new, something different. I don't see a downside to it at all. Like I don't think
No.
there's a lot of people who have Amazon Prime one, but like you could integrate all of the fucking sales stuff. Like John Cena has a brand new shirt, you see it and it's like you click on it right there, or like they just like start popping up with like, hey, you want this cell phone or you want this underwear, this that, and all of that would just be popping up on the side of your screen as it's going. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, I could just buy it right here and it would be easy.
Plus, like, as far as annoyances, like commercials, it probably wouldn't be no commercials depending on like how you're paying for it, because
But
the
like,
tier system and whatever.
but you just missed exactly everything I just said. Like, everything I
No,
just
no, no,
said,
no,
you
no.
just
That
completely
no,
missed.
no, 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 no. I'm going into that. I'm going into that, right? Like I actually like heard exactly what you said. So like with that, you'll have the ads like right there and then. You don't need the commercials in that case. I heard what you said.
Yes. Yeah, there's no,
Yeah,
there will be no commercials, which mean you can just run the show for 3 hours straight. You don't have to stop. Stuff just starts popping up, and it's like you're getting money because the ads are popping up, but they're not disrupting the content, and that's
exactly.
purely genius. It's like that's like watching a pay per view every Monday. You have no
Uh-huh.
stops, no nothing. Everything is right there. It is like that's
Yeah,
perfect. The thing is like it's not set in stone that they're going to Amazon. That's the problem. It's like it's not set in stone. All of this stuff is like perfectly cool. It's not set in stone because not only is Amazon in play, so is WBD. And like I know people are like, no, 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 it's not in play. It's been two business insiders have reported that WBD is still in play and they're still trying to get WWE. They're like, no, we want Raw. Like we see it, we hear it, we want it. It's like, well, I mean, that makes sense. And everybody who keeps saying, from everything I've heard, it's not happening. There have been two real business insiders going, no, it's a big possibility that it could happen. Like we think it's a big possibility that this is going to happen. It's like, okay,
I'll be fine with that too.
yeah. So even one of those is going to end up on Monday, and depending on what happens with the NBA, if WBD loses NBA, they're going for WWE. Like they're going straight after WWE. If they keep
Okay.
it, if they keep the NBA, it's a chance that they go for WWE, but they'll keep AEW. But like if they lose the rights to NBA, it's over. Like they're going straight for WWE. They're throwing all of that money that they're supposed to be getting right at fucking WWE, and it's over.
It's win-win either way.
Yeah,
Although, like, if I were to choose one or the other, I'd choose Amazon. Honestly,
but that's because of
that's just me.
this. That's because of the streaming thing. Because like even though like they're not the biggest talking point, USA is still trying to keep WWE on Mondays. They're like, we still want Raw because that's a thing. But like I said, it depends on who throws the most money at them and what happens with the NBA. Like that's the biggest thing. Now, on the counter to that, no one knows what the hell is going on with AEW. And because of the way WBD is putting out press releases every couple of days, like, hey, look at AEW breaking this record. Look at AEW doing this. Everybody's like, oh, WBD is definitely just all in on AEW and they're not looking around. That WWE thing is wrong. And it's like, well, that's not true, but it's good that they're like promoting AEW and they're doing this, but it's not true that they're just totally off of WWE.
Like you could have both. Like that's fine.
I don't think that they would do that. I think they would pick one over the other. And
Yeah.
if they do, where AEW goes would be a far more fun conversation because finding out where they go would be more fun than just the WWE speculation. That's the problem. Like I would have more fun trying to figure out where AEW is going to go.
That is true because like you just talking about it, I can't think where they could go. Not that they're
Mm-hmm.
bad. It's just like I have no idea.
Yeah, and
Like
that's the fun.
maybe they switch and they go to USA.
No, they can't because SmackDown has USA. I mean, USA has SmackDown.
Oh, yeah. True, true.
Like,
Hmm.
cause that would be fun trying to like when their contract is up and say WWE does go to WBD, and then it's just like okay, now where does AEW go? Because right now AEW is not even negotiating with anybody, and they're just like, no, WBD is our home. This is where we're going, and to me, I feel like that's really stupid. Like, that's really fucking
It
stupid
is.
because it's like you never know what can happen. You never know what can piss off WBD. It's like even if you should start fucking looking for other channels, like yo, I went over here and these people are giving 900 million. Can you beat that? And it's like, you know what? We really like you. We really need you. So we'll match that money. And it's like, yeah, like you could get more money by just playing companies against each other to see who gets what. So it's like, don't take yourself out of the running and be like, no, WPD is our home and we love this place and we're never going to do anything else. And it's like, don't do that. Like, that is dumb business. That's dumb business. Have more suitors on the table than just this one company. Like, don't fuck yourself.
And that's weird that they don't do that because like that's common in the wrestling business. Like, oh, this company wants to sign me over here. They're giving me this much. Can like exactly what you said? Can you match it? They do it for the wrestling business itself. So why can't they do it for like the shows and shit? You know?
Yeah, that's like every business, like every professional business never just goes, hey, this one place is the place that wants me, even if this place is the place that definitely wants you. You play both sides or all sides against each other so you could come out with the most money of what you do. And I've said this years ago when the first contract talks was up. I said fucking AEW needs to start fucking around with other companies like, yo, what's up? So WBD can give them more money. If WBD is like,
Yep.
nobody else wants you, we don't want to give you a lot of money, but nobody else wants you, so we'll give you $6 million. Here you go. Take that. And it's like, you just fucked yourself out of all of this money. Like, you could have had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I mean, not hundreds, but hundreds of millions of dollars. And you just screwed yourself out of money just because you didn't want to have like other competition. It's like, no, play the sides against each other. That's what WWE is doing. Like they're literally talking to everybody. Amazon, WBD, USA, fucking Disney. They're talking to everybody like, yo, these people are offering this, this person's offering this. What can you give me? Like that's the whole thing. Fucking work it. Like work the money against each other. Once you get the number that you want, then settle. But like just don't just be like WBD's our home. We have a great partnership. We love these guys. It's like, yeah, you could love those guys, but you could also get way more money if you just fucking play them like field.
They've been doing that shit for years. WWE, like when they went to Spike TV and whatever, all the time SmackDown switched over because UPN. I think they were on Sci-Fi one time. Like, yeah, all the different channels they went
Yeah,
to.
because it was all about the money. It was all about the money and who gives the best profit. It's like, do that. Like, even though fucking USA were like their home, they had so much. They was like, yo, we give you this, this, and this, and this. And it's like, well, Spike TV is giving us this. And they just left and went to Spike TV. And
Yep,
USA
yep.
years later was like, yo, our television are going down. We need you. Like, here's this giant pile of money. And WWE is like, we're not going to turn this down because, like, this is a gazillion dollars. Like, all right, cool.
And they wound up winning.
Yeah. And it's like, that's what fucking AEW needs to do. Just, like, play the field, and then you're going to get, like, the money that you need. It's fine.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the end of the podcast. So yeah. Any last words?
Yeet and no yeet. That is the question.